All phenomena are timelessly free in awakened mind. And so there is no phenomenon that is not free. Samsara is timelessly free, free in primordial purity. Nirvana is timelessly free, free in spontaneous perfection. Sensory appearances are timelessly free, free in having no basis or foundation. Conditioned existence is timelessly free, free in the heart essence of enlightenment. Elaboration is timelessly free, free in the absence of limiting alternatives. Non-elaboration is timelessly free, free in unborn purity. Pleasure is timelessly free, free in the evenness that is the true nature of phenomena. Pain is timelessly free, free in the uniform spaciousness of the ground of being. Neutral sensations are timelessly free, free in Dharmakaya, equal to space. Purity is timelessly free, free in the emptiness of underlying purity. Impurity is timelessly free, free in the supreme state of total freedom. Levels of realization and spiritual paths are timelessly free, free in transcending the stages of development and completion. View and meditation are timelessly free, free in the absence of renunciation and acceptance. Conduct is timelessly free, free in the wholly positive state. Fruition is timelessly free, free in the absence of hope and fear. Samaya is timelessly free, free in the supreme nature of phenomena. Recitation and mantra repetition are timelessly free, free in transcending verbal expression. Meditative absorption is timelessly free, free in transcending the realm of thought. Existence and non-existence are timelessly free, for freedom lies in the transcendence of extremes. Affirmation and denial are timelessly free, for freedom lies in the lack of any basis or foundation. What is authentic is timelessly free, for freedom lies in the transcendence of conceptual frameworks. What is not authentic is timelessly free, for freedom lies in the transcendence of conceptual bias. Karma is timelessly free, for freedom lies in the absence of any sullying factors. Afflictive emotions are timelessly free, for freedom lies in the absence of either bondage or freedom. Habitual patterns are timelessly free, for freedom lies in the lack of any basis for supporting them. The consequences of actions are timelessly free, for freedom lies in the lack of any basis for experiencing them. Antidotes are timelessly free, free in the absence of anything to abandon. There is neither renunciation nor acceptance, but freedom in expansiveness, equal to space itself. Freedom is timelessly free, free in the absence of bondage. The lack of freedom is timelessly free, free in the absence of both bondage and freedom. Relaxation is timelessly free, free in the absence of anything to be relaxed. The state of resting imperturbably is timelessly free, free in the absence of anything to be brought to rest. In brief, all phenomena that are appearances or possibilities, as well as what is neither an appearance nor a possibility, and is beyond ordinary phenomena. All these are already timelessly free in basic space. So there is no need now for anyone to make an effort to free them anew. Even though you might make an effort to do this, it would be pointless, So don't. Don't. Do not strive or try to achieve. Don't look. Don't look. Do not look at the concepts in your mind. Don't meditate. Don't meditate. Do not meditate on the phenomena of your ordinary consciousness. Don't analyze. Don't analyze. Do not analyze sense objects and ordinary mind. Don't try to achieve. Don't try to achieve. Do not try to achieve results out of hope and fear. Don't reject. Don't reject. Do not reject afflictive emotions and karma. Don't accept. Don't accept. Do not accept anything as true. Don't bind. Don't bind. Do not bind your mind stream. Since everything reverts to a state of evenness, with no object whatsoever existing, there is no orderly process. There are no phenomena. There is no identifiable frame of reference. The ground collapses. The path collapses. And any sense of a fruition collapses. So you cannot conceive in the slightest of good or bad, loss or injury. Your experience of evenness is decisive, timelessly so. And you feel certainty about the universe of appearances and possibilities. The division between samsara and nirvana collapses. Not even basic space exists innately. There is no reference point. No, how is it? What is it? It is this. What can any of you do? Where is the I? What can anyone do about what was so before, but now is not? Ha ha! I burst out laughing at such a great marvel as this. Since the perspective of confusion, the universe of appearances and possibility collapses. Day and night are timelessly pristine, naturally pristine, pristine in space. Days and dates are pristine. months, years, and eons are pristine. One thing is pristine. Everything is pristine. The spiritual and the non-spiritual are pristine. Samsara, nirvana, and the ground of confusion are pristine in primordial basic space. The term basic space, a product of conventional mind, is pristine. However you strive, whatever effort you make, what now will be of value? The entanglements of the desiring mind resolve. The supreme marvel of space. The nature of this irreligious beggar resolved into such a state. The fortresses of the foundation, of jewels, and of surrounding space are spontaneously present within enlightened intent. Which is timelessly free in that it has no underlying basis. So the universe of the three states of conditioned existence is free within the supreme state in which no sense objects exist. Those who bind themselves by holding to biases where none exist do not understand the nature of being. They themselves corrupt themselves. They themselves delude themselves. They are confused, so confused. They are confused by their perception of an abyss, where no confusion exists. Whether or not there is confusion, there is the expanse of awakened mind. There is never any confusion or freedom in awakened mind. You are bound by reifying what arises from it as a display. In actuality, there is neither bondage nor freedom. Neither sense objects nor ordinary mind exist. Do not be seduced into believing in the existence of what does not exist. Awareness is free in that it is timelessly awakened Buddhahood. Do not confine it within the trap of the ordinary mind of reifying fixation. The completely pure expanse in which objects never exist is the expanse of awakened mind, the supremely blissful ground equal to space. Samsara is not possible within that context, which abides primordially and innately. Given that the unique sphere of being is without edges or corners, to hold that things are the same or different is the confusion of ordinary mind. Given that naturally occurring timeless awareness has neither cause nor condition, perceiving it to be involved in the samsaric process is a hindrance to enlightenment. Given that unbiased, spontaneous presence is free of limitation, fixation on the limitations of biased views is the Mara that creates complacency. Given that unceasing emptiness has neither substance nor characteristics, labeling things as existent, non-existent, manifest, or empty is the perversity of ordinary consciousness. Therefore, cast off the trap of whatever biases you hold and understand that unbiased, spontaneous presence is like space. Regardless of what arises to the 6 avenues of consciousness, appearances seen, sounds heard, everything is naturally clear, an expanse with no division or exclusion. Come to this decisive experience within the timelessly free expanse of equalness. Awareness is basic space, because whatever manifests occurs within a single state of equalness. It is the ground of being, because it gives rise to all enlightened qualities. It is the expanse of being, because everything occurs naturally, without division or exclusion. It is awakened mind because it is experienced as the heart essence that is the source of everything. You should understand it to be like space, primordially pure. In the spacious expanse of the ground of being, naturally occurring timeless awareness is refined because it is timelessly immaculate, unsullied by samsara. It is consummate because enlightened qualities are spontaneously present, beyond cause and effect. It is mind because self-knowing awareness is the utterly lucid heart essence. Everything is subsumed and completely pure within awakened mind. Within the very essence of what arises as a display due to dynamic energy. A reawakening to Buddhahood in the moment comes with realization. In the absence of realization, thought patterns based on the confusion of non-recognition arise. The 8 avenues of consciousness that develop from the ground of all ordinary experience, as well as their objects. Nothing that arises as the display, the entire universe of appearances and possibilities, strays from the expanse of awakened mind. If you abide in a state of equalness, without straying from the expanse of mind, you fully embrace samsara and nirvana, free in the spacious expanse of enlightened intent. The naturally settled state. Samsara and nirvana cannot possibly exist within that fundamentally unconditioned state. The naturally settled state. Positive and negative, acceptance and rejection cannot possibly exist. The naturally settled state. Dualistic perceptions involving renunciation or attainment cannot possibly exist. The naturally settled state. The 5 emotional poisons cannot possibly exist. The naturally settled state. Restrictions and extremes cannot possibly exist. The naturally settled state. Dynamic energy and the arising of things cannot possibly exist. The naturally settled state. There is nothing to prevent it from being labelled, however inadequately. Within naturally occurring timeless awareness, a state beyond labels, in which phenomena resolve. Whatever arises as its dynamic energy and display is in fact without basis. The way of abiding, in which there is neither bondage nor freedom, is the naturally settled state. What is symbolically labelled freedom is simply a state in which things vanish naturally, leaving no trace. And since there is no contradiction in labelling it as anything or nothing, we describe it with the words timelessly free. There is no division or exclusion. There is freedom in the expanse of spontaneous presence. There is no union or separation. There is freedom in the expanse of the sphere of being. Anything at all arises. There is freedom in the expanse in which everything is indeterminate. Forms manifest. Sensory appearances are free in their own place. Sounds are audible. What is audible is free in its own place. Odours are sensed. Sensations are free in basic space. Flavours are tasted and tactile sensations are felt. They are free in the context of their own place. consciousness and mental events are free, without basis, foundation, or support. There is freedom in oneness, freedom in the expanse that is the true nature of phenomena. There is no duality. Freedom in the equalness of sense objects and mind. There is naturally occurring freedom. Freedom in the expanse of timeless awareness. There is spontaneously present freedom. Freedom in the purity of the ground of being as basic space. There is freedom in the variety of things, freedom within the unique expanse. There is freedom not subject to extremes, freedom within the spontaneously present expanse. There is universal freedom, freedom within the expanse of the heart essence. There is freedom as utter lucidity, freedom within the expanse of the sun and moon. There is freedom as the true nature of phenomena. Freedom within the expanse of space. There is freedom of objects in the phenomenal world. Freedom within the expanse of the ocean. There is unchanging freedom. Freedom within the expanse of the most majestic mountain. There is primordial freedom. Freedom in the unborn expanse. There is freedom in the single state of evenness. Freedom in the expanse of timeless awakening. There is total freedom. Freedom in the timelessly unfolding expanse. This is the 12th section of the precious treasury of the basic space of phenomena, demonstrating that all phenomena are by nature timelessly free in awakened mind.